Ask you a question, and this question is what actually we're going to be talking about. Do you know why you are here? Have you ever find out why you are here? Have you ever found out why you are in someone's life? Why are you in that person's life? Was there a moment you ever questioned, why did the Lord give me such a child that I have? Why am I in this situation? How did I get here? Why am I going through what I'm going through? These are questions that I believe sometimes flood our mind. And we ask this question over and over and over again. But I worship God. Why is my life in this state? Why can't God do something in my life? Why can't God heal me? Why can't God give me this? Why can't God give me that? Yes, we all ask that question. And it's a question that have an answer. But the only one who can answer that is God. Is God. And because it is God that can answer that, the answer also is within us and around us and amongst us. Let me say that again. As much as it's God that can only answer that questions that we ask sometimes, but the answer is within us. The answer is around us. And the answer is among us. Because we are created for one another. You are somebody's answer to their question. You are somebody's solution to their problem. And this is how God created life. But when we fail to understand that, and then we start looking for answers somewhere. There's a proverb in my country that's that I love so much, that they say, "Onta nwalo si shokoto, uwalapo shokoto." Meaning what we're looking for in Sokoto. Sokoto is a state in Nigeria. Is in the pocket of your trouser, in the pocket of your pants. So which means what you think the solution is far away is actually within and around you. And the reason why I say that is when you look at the formation of mankind and the creation in general, you will have to understand that God is the master planner of all activities. There was never a time that God accidentally makes something, or he makes something and he said, I don't know what to do with this. There was never a time in the history of God that God will start something and then will get to the middle and say, I don't know what to do with this one. I think this is beyond me. Everything that God created, it's for a reason. It's for a purpose. God is very purposeful. God is very intentional in his creation. God is intentional in his creation. And because God is intentional, he does everything to fit in, just like your fingers fit in each other. God designed that in that manner because that's God. If I were to be God, there's no way there's no reason for me to create rats. Rats are bad in the house. They will eat up your stuff and they will walk around like, what you gonna do? There's no reason for me to create mosquitoes because they get you annoyed with the sun around you. And they suck your blood and they bring malaria fever. I would not even created flies to fly around. There are things that I would not have created if I were to be God. But you see, God has all these things, and each of them have their function. Each of them have their function. The Bible says unto us, when Paul was giving us a very good analogy of why we're created for each other, when he said in that book of 1 Corinthians, he says the least of the part of the body, the weakest one, the feeble one, are the most useful one, must not be neglected. The air in your nose, the air in your hair have every purpose. They have something that they do. So when you meet someone, before you meet anyone, the question you have to ask yourself is that, God, why am I meeting this person? What is the purpose of my meeting this person? Why is this person in my life? And why am I in the life of this person? These are questions that we should constantly be asking ourselves, because the day you know why you are here on earth is the day you start prospering. You cannot rise beyond your thoughts. You cannot rise beyond your thinking. The day you realize, listen to this, the day you realize why you are here on earth is the day you begin to prosper, because you will have no time to waste other than get straight into it. So when you get to know why you are in someone's life, it makes your friendship much more valuable. It makes your friendship much more committed to one another. It makes you become 5 and 6. It makes you become eyes and sight. It makes you become nose and smell. It makes you become tongue and taste. You now realize that I am created for this. The eyes was created for vision. Both of them cannot separate themselves. So the moment you know, every part of our body has a purpose. The moment you know and you realize why you are in someone's life, you know that they are there for something and you are there for something, and both of you are able to realize that, listen to me, you will forever be together in peace. And this is where marriage comes in. This is where relationship comes in. This is where friendship comes in. This is where together comes in. You soon realize that there are some people you cannot get along with, and yet there are people you can get along with. It is not because you are bad. It is just that you can understand why you are in their life. And the reality is there is no bad person. Everyone has a reason in their life. There's some people who are evil that will be sent into your life. They're not there to just punish you. They're there to teach you a lesson that you will learn to realize that this is part of life.